Hi. Okay, so come and stand with feet under hips, and we're going to set our posture straight away tonight. So we're going to have just a sense of the shoulders coming down and back, maybe shoulder blades coming together a little bit, drawing the head back too, so you can think of the ear sitting above the shoulder. Coming then and finding your neutral pelvis. So some of you will be getting quite used to that now, but feel free to take a moment to rock forward and back to find your point between those two, so that slight curve in the lower back. Knees not locked but not bent, and then weight evenly distributed in the feet. A bit of tension into the abdominals, breathing laterally into the rib cage. So we're going to focus, not speaking very well, on mobility quite a lot tonight. So we're going to start with some roll downs. So we'll tuck the chin and we'll roll slowly down through the spine. Now you can bend your legs whenever you need to. You might want to stop when your hands just get to your knees or your shins, or you might want to keep going. And then rolling yourself all the way back up. When you get to the top, because we've set the posture, just taking a moment to reset that and then going again. Now we'll all move at slightly different paces, but the idea is that we move bit by bit, vertebra by vertebra, and we stack the spine as we roll back up. Finding your posture. Let's do one more. Now just take some side bends. So roll up in your own time and then join in with me. On these side bends, make sure your legs stay even so you don't bend one knee. You can see my shadow moving side to side. So we're going to put that together. We're going to side bend, fall into your roll down, and then roll back up. Side bend the other way, fall into your roll down and roll back up. So starting now as you get into this, to let the breath just flow a bit and tightening those abdominals now if you haven't done that already. Let's do one more each side. And then let's come and sit. So I want you to sit with legs wide. Don't want you to get a stretch in the legs though. And you're going to bring your hands like a Cossack dancer here. You need to be able to sit up tall. So some of you might want to sit on a cushion to enable you to sit up, to sit forward. Or a couple of cushions, so see how you get on. So let's inhale and then exhale to twist. Inhale back to the center, exhale to twist. So another thing you could do also if you find it hard to sit up is just bend your legs as much as you need to. Reach up this time. Stay here, and we're going rolling down again through the spine. So the head first, rolling down until your hands touch the ground. So you'll feel this in your back, bracing the abdominals and rolling back up. And then just bring your hands behind you, give your shoulders a roll. So we're coming back to our twists. If you feel like you can, I want you to have your arms wide. If it's too much, you're coming back to this. So we inhale, we exhale. Inhale, exhale. So make sure those arms stay wide and you're still turning as much as you were before. One more each side. Inhale, reach up. Again, rolling down through the spine. Bracing the abdominals, squeezing them tight to roll you back up. And then releasing the shoulders. Come and lay on your back. And we're coming into a bridge position. Now this is still focusing on the spine. So we're emphasizing the rolling up and then the rolling back down. So the rolling up isn't too tricky. It's the rolling down that's a bit more difficult, because you'll roll down and then you'll find that your spine just wants to go down in all one big chunk. So you have to really slowly place that down. We're staying with that, we're rolling up. And then when you get to the top, if you feel you can take this on, you take the arms above the head, you leave them there, and then you roll down with the arms there. Then just bring them by your sides again before you start again. So let's inhale to roll up. Keep the abdominals tense. Exhale to bring the arms above the head. And then maybe breathe in as you roll back down. And breathe out when you're ready. Or just keep the breath flowing. So let's do one more. Then bring your knees into your chest and just gently roll side to side. So hopefully your back feels a little different, a bit more open already. So let's just wake up the abs with a little bit of work here. So stack your knees above your hips, find your neutral spine, tense your abdominals, and just start to drop the leg down and up. So you all know this one, but it's a good one to start with, just to wake the abdominals up. So just checking you're keeping the tension there. Shoulders are relaxed. Now you can keep going, or you can take a break as you watch me. So you're going to do 6 crosses here, and then circle the legs out and they reset. So let's go again. 6 crosses, circle out and reset. Now if you feel strong enough, as you do your crosses, move the legs away. We're circling to come back up. This is quite hard, so you've got to make sure you can keep that lower back in contact with the ground. So some of you won't want to go too far. Some of you will want to have your legs straight. Can I do that? Yeah, that's quite hard, so see what works for you. Let's do one more. And then place the legs down. Put your tongue behind your top teeth so that your neck doesn't ache. And we're going to squeeze the abdominals to lift us, and we're doing 6 pulls. So as we pull, there's a little bit of a twist there. Then we lay ourselves down again. We pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we lay back down. So you climb higher on every one if you want to. And we're going to put the 2 together. So we lift the legs. We've got our 6 crosses with the legs. Just join in when you can. Leave the legs up, and you've got your 6 pulls with the arms. So really focusing on lower abs here, and then focusing more on upper abs here. The combination put together should give you a bit of ab work, decent ab work, because we're not doing very much tonight. You've got to keep checking in with that neutral spine. I lost count there. We do 2 more. And rest. So take a stretch, shoot your legs and your arms away. Bring your knees in and drop your legs to one side. Let your shoulder blades stay on the ground. And then change sides, take the legs the other way. So when you're ready, come and lay on your front. You need room now to have your legs long and your arms long. And once you're here, draw the belly in again and start to lift opposite arm and leg. So we can look down and we can gradually see if we can start to lift a bit higher. So the chest lifts. See if you can hold this one now. Turn your thumb up and then lift your arm so you feel the shoulder blade work. Relax back down, change sides. Thumb up, we lift, lift, lift. So we haven't done that much work on the upper back yet. So tonight's the night. Relax back down. I want you to bring your left arm by your left thigh and see how you get on with this one. So left leg lifts and right arm lifts. And then as the legs change, the arms circle round. Now if this gets too complicated, just come back to the opposite arm and leg lifts with the arms forward if you need to. This is much harder too because we're not lowering down. So we're feeling the work in the lower back as well as working the shoulders. Let's do 1 more each side if you can. And then let's push back. to shell stretch or child's pose. Come and lay again. This time bring your arms wide, so you've got your arms level with your shoulders. You're going to lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together a touch. And now I want you to turn to me. So your front palm is lifting, the arm is lifting, you're turning towards it. My other arm is still off a touch. Then I'm turning to the back. And then I'm going to let you rest back down. So if you find this stuff really hard, you've got a couple of options. You can bend your arms, especially if you've got a frozen shoulder, you might need to bend your arms. Or you can come back down in between. If you're feeling strong, we're not coming back down, we're going to hold a squeeze. So let's go again. So you turn to me. You turn to the back. You don't have to look to the hand. Come back to the center. Either rest, lower down, or squeeze. Keep breathing. Come again. Tighten your abdominals. Turn to me. Turn to the back. Come back to the center. Rest or squeeze. And then rest again. Come up to all fours and pass one arm through. So you should feel this stretch now across your upper back, mid upper back, and that's where we're trying to work. Really important muscles to improve your posture. Let's change sides. We're coming back for a bit more. We're going to see if we can speed it up and also have the thumbs facing the ceiling. So it looks a bit like this. Join in when you're ready. We just move from one side to the other. You can follow or you can look down. A couple more. And rest. So we can't get on a plane, so maybe that feels like we're flying a little bit. Rest your head on your hands and then take a flutter kick. So tiny little kicks with the legs very straight and knees off. Feel that in your bottom, in your lower back. And rest. Reach arms forward. Come back to your flutter kick. And then if you can, just lift your left arm, just your left. So you'll feel it down the opposite side of your back. Whew. Keep going and rest. Get your flutter kick going again as soon as you can. Lift the other arm. And rest. So again, you might want to push back or you might want to stay there. We're coming back to our seesaw. Here's your challenge. If you can, you're putting the two things together. So your faster seesaw and your flutter kick. So watch me for a second. And then if you feel brave, have a go. And rest. Whew. Come and lay on your back and bring your knees in. Let's take a stretch for the bottom here. So put one foot across your knee and pick your legs up. And then change sides. Stack knees above hips, curl up, tighten the abs, and we're pumping the arms. Now you want to keep really still, so the head still, tongue behind top teeth. If your neck aches, you could do it here. And the more vigorously you pump, the more you're having to stabilize your abs. Couple more. And rest. Extend one leg up and draw that leg in towards you for a stretch. Now bring your legs back here, or if you can, extend one leg out this time, curl up, and let's pump. Couple more, and rest, and stretch the other leg. So sometimes it's hard to breathe on those, so you could breathe for 4 pumps, breathe in, and for 4 pumps, breathe out. We're extending the other leg now, or working here again, curling up. Here we go. So you could inhale, exhale, one more time, inhale, exhale, and rest. And we're just going to do one more of those. So you can either be here, take any of the options we've done, or if you can have both legs extended out. So let's curl up, find your position, and let's go. It's hard for me to talk and do this one. And rest. Oh. Clasp your hands, stretch your arms and your legs away, and just wriggle so you're pushing one heel away and then the other. And then I want you to lift your left leg, so you've got your right leg bent. And you're going to take your right leg with your opposite arm and draw it across your body. So you get a nice stretch there in your hip, or even in your bottom slightly, or at the side of the leg. Now change arms and take that leg wide, so you get an inner thigh stretch. Or maybe that will be my focus in my next Pilates ones, inner thighs. Haven't done much of that. Let's change legs. Opposite arm draws the leg across. And then open the leg out to the side, stretch the inner thigh. Come and sit up. Again, use a cushion if you need to, have your legs bent if you need to. You're going to cross your right leg over, hug that knee in towards you so you should get a stretch here in your hip. And then we're going to turn as well. Let's change. And then bring legs wide and just come forward and enjoy a stretch there. And I'll see you again soon.